Hi Aries, welcome back. Don't forget to click on that like button, subscribe if you haven't, guys. Hope y'all are enjoying your day. Cold front is coming in if you're in the south. Just a good reminder, get ready. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Aries. Let's see what's going on, Aries. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message for Aries. We have the Three of Sticks coming out in reverse, Enlightenment in reverse, and the Ace of Sticks. Aries, I'm getting that you're looking back. And there's definitely something that you're not aware of. But when you look back, it's like you're going to realize something. You're going to have an epiphany about something. And this epiphany is going to lead you down a whole different road. It's actually going to start something new for you. It's actually going to cause you to manifest something new in your life. I'm hearing you're going to be thinking and judging. So it's like you're going to be judging other people's actions, people who have been around you, people who have done things to you. You're going to be the one to judge them. It's kind of like when you're a kid, you see things a certain kind of way, but when you grow up, you realize you can start putting the connections together. And that's what I'm hearing. You're going to start judging other people. You're not going to go and wait for the courts or things like that. No, but you're going to judge these people for the things that they've done to you. And I'm hearing, Aries, that you're not going to just react. Because you're going to see the full picture of everything. You're going to see how much they've taken from you, how your life has turned out, how you ended up in jobs that you didn't want because of this person or people. It could be people. But because of what somebody else did, the impacts that it has had on your life, it's all going to hit you. And then you're going to realize who you are as a person. Not the person that they made you, but the person you are inside of you. You're going to take a rest. You're not going to react quickly. You're going to take a break because you're going to need time to process everything. And you're going to realize that you deserved more than this. You're going to have a whole new beginning, a whole new you. That's what I'm hearing. Tell me more, Spirit. They're lies. For one of you, I'm hearing you didn't get a message you were supposed to get. It's going to hit you. You're going to realize it. Tell me more, Spirit. I want to see what's coming out. I'm hearing you're going to find out why you have been a certain kind of way in your life. Why you have picked partners that you have picked. Why you have hung out with certain kind of people. Why you've done the things that you've done. The lies that you've told. It's all going to make sense. It's all going to make sense now. And the things that you've been holding on to. That's the thing. I think it's the things that you've been holding on to is what is going to drive you into doing something different. There's something about something that you've been holding on to, and it's like you're going to be able to let it go now. Something that you've been holding on to, Aries. For one of you, I feel like it's not an object, it's actually a thought. You know, negative thoughts that you've thought about yourself. Things that you believed because somebody else put it in your head. So you lied because you needed to cover things up because you always felt like something was wrong with you. That's what I'm seeing. So somebody made you feel like something was wrong with you. There was nothing wrong with you. Never. But somebody made you feel that way, Aries. And that's when you're going to have this, it's going to click. And you're going to wake up and you're going to realize how much that somebody in your life has impacted you for the worse, for the negative. And that's when everything is going to change. You're going to see very clearly who this person is, and you're going to judge them. But I'm not seeing you doing anything necessarily to them. It's not like you're going to attack them. You're not going to play games. You're not going to start crying. You're not going to do none of those things. But you are going to do something. You're going to do something about it. Yes. You're going to do something about it. But it's not going to be the reaction that they're expecting. You know, it's going to be something totally different. You're not going to go and beat up on somebody. You're not going to go screaming at them. But you are going to become very motivated. But it's going to be a little while because you're going to heal first. Because you're going to go and you're going to sit there and you're going to really process every little thing that this person has done to you. And you're going to go through the years. I'm hearing years. You're going to sit there and go from 19, blah, whatever it is, and then to this year and what that person did to you. You're going to go down the whole list. And you're going to like have a mental note, or you're going to write it down. I don't know which, but I feel like you're just going to have a mental note of everything and how this person has affected your whole life, even down to the jobs that you have accepted. I'm hearing you're not going to make any hasty decisions. You're going to contemplate. You're going to think about everything before you take action. You're going to make sure that you are healed and you're ready to let go of this. You're going to take care of yourself first and make sure that you're going to be okay before you do something. And it looks like you're going to say something, but you're going to wait until you're ready. And that's the right thing to do. Because if you go toward this person, well, you're still raw, or if you are still hurting, you know that you're not going to be thinking clearly. But you are going to wait until everything is done. And that's the right way to do this. And once you do this, I'm hearing, Aries, a fight is going to break out. Not with you. Not with you, but I'm hearing with other people. I don't feel like this is with you. This is other people fighting and bickering among themselves. Somebody here is going to get cornered. They're going to feel like they are trapped. But they're not trapped. Nobody's going to confine that person. But they're going to feel like they are trapped. Because they're going to feel like they've been put in the corner. Looks like you're going to have supporters. People who are going to get upset about what you're going to say. And not only that, but there's gossip that has been going around. And all that is going to come up. You're just gonna put a big light on everything that was going on. You're gonna bring everything to the surface and let everybody know what was going on, what that person did to you, and who knew about it, who was aware, Who's the one that sat there and watched and didn't do anything? Didn't do anything. So I'm seeing that it's not just one person that's going to get put like in the corner. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one person who's going to feel like they're getting cornered. It's going to be up to 2 to 3 people, maybe more, maybe up to 5 people who are going to feel like they're getting cornered because you were never supposed to figure it out. You were never supposed to figure it out. That is what I'm hearing. You were always supposed to be in the dark, and you were never supposed to be this strong. You were never supposed to be able to get out of this. They thought that they were going to keep you there forever, in a dark place forever. But you're going to come out of it. And it's a good thing that you're coming into this reading as the King of Swords. Because you're the one that's going to make this judgment. And everything that you say is going to be the truth. And everything that this person is going to say, one specific person, maybe several, but it looks more like one. Everything that this one person is going to say, or what they're going to say, is going to be lies. It's going to be lies. And it's going to be based on gossip. Gossip that they created. Gossip that they spread about you. And they're just going to lie upon lie. So it's going to be one liar feeding into another liar. Saying things like, oh yeah, I remember, yeah, that's right. And both of them lying. Maybe up to 3 people, maybe up to 5 people. But they're going to bounce off of each other lying. Why? Because they know they're guilty. And they feel like all their lies are going to be stronger than your truth. They're delusional. You have delusional people who have been around you for a long time. And for a long time, you were in that bubble, in that energy of being in their delusions. I'm hearing the new Aries is coming out. But it's not a new Aries. It's the Aries you have always been. It's coming out. You're coming out and you're going to be a new person. To them, you're going to be a new person. To you, it's going to be who you always have been. See what happened? It looks like somebody has said some things about you and made you believe them. Made you believe that you were this way or that way. For one of you, it might be like you had allergies. Something like that. Something about health. It could be like you had allergies and that's why you couldn't go outside and play, and that's why you couldn't go skating, and you couldn't go ride your bike, and you couldn't eat certain things, or you couldn't do this and you couldn't do that. Only to find out it was all BS. There's nothing wrong with you. And it has altered your whole life. Years and years and years of your life. You've been robbed because of somebody's delusion, and then that person spread that delusion to other people. And you ended up getting robbed. You have made so many choices in your life because of this delusion. And you've even lied because of this delusion. To hide the delusion. You've had to lie. You've had to push people away from you. These people deserve it. When they start fighting with each other, Aries, let them fight each other. They're going to start arguing and fighting. Their anxiety is going to shoot up. because what they believe is real is not real. It's a delusion, and they're lying. They're lying. Somebody's lying. The culprit is going to get cornered because that delusion didn't just come out of nowhere. It was one person and then another person joining in, and then they created this narrative about you. Nah. It started with somebody. It started with one person. It's like this, I don't know why I'm seeing it in my eye, like a pimple getting popped. You know what I'm saying? And that one, the first thing that comes out is the blackhead, right? You're going to find out who the blackhead is. Yeah, it's going to all come out. And that person's not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be able to handle it. I guarantee you. This is going to be a time of reality. It's going to be like some kind of reality show. You're going to feel like you're in a movie or something because it's going to be like some kind of reality show. This is going to be a time of reality. This is going to be a time of you taking control. This is going to be a time of you leaving behind toxic people out of your life. People that you never thought that you would ever leave behind. People that you always thought were going to be in your life are not going to be in your life anymore. And it's going to be because of you making that judgment. You're going to judge them before you even do this. You're going to be ready to cut them out. You're going to be prepared. See, they thought you were weak. You're not weak at all. You're a very strong person. And the real Aries is going to come out. They try to say that you were what? Chaotic? Always causing problems here? You were unbalanced? You had a chemical imbalance in your brain? You were always reactive? What'd they tell you? That you had some kind of ADHD or something like that? You couldn't handle your what? Your emotions or something? And what's sad is it affected your career. You are not where you're supposed to be, Aries, not in life. The job that you work is not the job that you're supposed to be at. And more likely you work a manual labor job, or you do something that is repetitive. Maybe working like at a factory or something. Or you have, it doesn't have to be right now, but you've had jobs that were like very thankless type of jobs. Jobs that you were not supposed to be in because you believed their delusions. You took jobs because you felt like that's what you better take those jobs, because if you took another job that you really should have taken, then maybe, you would be reactive, or you wouldn't be strong enough to handle that job or something like that. It's all because of these gossips, these lies, these delusions that they've created, all this confusion that they've created. It kind of reminds me of that. There was a king and his mother raised him to be a girl. And he was a man. He ended up marrying a woman, of course, but it came out on social media. And his mother raised him to be a girl. He wore perfume and played with dolls, and something happened and he realized he was a man. And then he came out as a man and married a woman. But I'm sure he went through an epiphany too. You know what I mean? I think you have a bad person, a demon that was around you, a bad spirit that was around you, that did this to you, okay? I'm not saying that they raised you as a girl and you're a man. No, but it's something similar like that. Or they said that you had some kind of illness, they said. And it turns out you don't have this illness. You know, there was a man whose mother told him that he was allergic to sugar. And because of that, he didn't get to do certain things or eat cake at parties and stuff like that. You know, it affected his life. Not extravagantly, but, you know, it affected his life. And ooh, he was mad at his mom. I think he stopped talking to his mom. But he didn't find out until he was getting married. Something like that. Okay, guys? Something like that. Well, I want you to know this person's not going to be able to get away with this. I'm seeing a big shift in your life. Your life's about to change. And you're about to pursue something that you've never thought that you could ever pursue. But yeah, your life is about to change, Aries. Yeah. I'm going to get out of this reading. This is what's coming out. I feel like this is a future reading for somebody. But you're going to break ties with these people because of what they've done. Catch me in the next one, Aries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment. It helps the channel grow. This was a very surprising reading. Very serious reading, too. But y'all, life is like that. 1 minute it's funny, the next minute it's serious. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Catch me in the next one. Bye-bye.